The Currie Cup is back, guys. It is back. Beautiful rugby. I don't know, there's just a smell in the air. It's just pure essence rugby. And it's a shame that I now live so far away that I can't experience it anymore, on a regular basis. But this is my childhood. This is watching proper South African rugby. It's like, So the Pumas and the Griquas played today. Pumas came through with a brilliant win, 49-28, and I want to break this game down. We got a lot. Currie Cup, guys. If there's ever a reason to like this video, the Currie Cup has started. I'm going to be following this as much as possible. Please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And so like I said, Pumas came through with a really, really strong win, 49-28. There was a lot of back and forth, especially at the end of the game. But we saw a lot of good plays. We saw a lot of good tries. Ultimately, altogether, the Pumas were dominant, winning 7 out of the 8 scrums. I believe it was like 70% possession. Ended up winning 15 out of the 16 lineouts, had a majority of territory, 64%. But the Griquas were never down and out. They were really, really, resilient. Even though at one point they had 3 yellow cards, they were down by 3 people. They continued to fight. They really, really continued to fight. And at that moment, the Pumas really could have taken advantage of the game. They made a little bit of it, but the Griquas really, really showed their grit, their determination, put in a lot of effort, managed to survive whilst they had so many players down and out, and actually ended up getting a couple tries after. It was a very, very late performance from the Griquas, where they really they just put on that afterburners, and they played very good counter rugby, made the most out of the mistakes that the Pumas made, but it was not enough. The Pumas were just on it. They were just so good. Especially in that counter, those kicking. I mean, we look at the last try, and it was just wow. Adonis, he was just so far open to the left, and the ball was perfectly weighted. Perfect. You saw the Griquas player thinking that Adonis is going to be going on the outside channel. Adonis hits, he just hits that turn, drops inside, open space. Nobody's catching Adonis when he's like that. Clean, open, beautiful try to end the game. And that was a little bit of a kick in the teeth to the Griquas, unfortunately. But look, they put in an alright performance. It needs to be better. The Pumas really, really made the most out of every single opportunity, and we see it from the statistics. It shows how dominant the Griquas were. 6 handling errors, very little compared to the Griquas 9. The Pumas made 155 passes, comparing to the Griquas 64. Almost 100 passes more throughout the game. That kind of shows how offensive the Pumas were. And then meters gained, 431 to the Griquas 239. 8 clean breaks to the Griquas 3. Then missed tackles. This is a big one. Missed tackles. How many tackles were missed? The Pumas had 10 to the Griquas 33. This shows how slippery these bloody Pumas were. I swear, it's like it's part of their name. They were just sliding in and out. They had that dominance. I mean, we look at the mauls. We look at how strong the Pumas were when it came down to the mauls. 12 mauls to the Griquas 1. 1. What is happening here? Like, seriously, what is happening here? But again, there's only so much that we can really, really expect of this. I mean, we take a look at the past couple games, the past 5 meetings. the Pumas won them all, and by solid margins. I mean, especially their last game, 20th of July 2024, the Griquas got a hiding, 66-26. So it was another high-scoring game. Thank goodness it wasn't 66 points again, but it was close enough. It really, really was close enough. But this is a good performance for the Pumas, coming back after 2 straight losses. They ended up losing to the Toyota Cheetahs, and they lost to the Western Province in their last games. But this is what the Currie Cup is all about. This is the excitement that we get. We get fast, heavy playing rugby, right? The passing was beautiful. Pumas really took the game to the Griquas, and they just let the game get to them. They let the game control them. They were making silly mistakes, oftentimes ridiculously silly mistakes. There wasn't enough support for these defensive players. It just felt like sometimes the Griquas didn't know what they were doing. It just felt like they were just leaving lines open. I don't know if it's because the Pumas played so well, but I don't know. There was a lot of back and forth. It was beautiful rugby to watch, but it just felt like the Pumas, they were on it. Lapses of concentration cost the Griquas the game. And what can you do? Beautiful start for the Pumas. Really, really good start for the Pumas, and I'll tell you what, at what point during the second half, because I was watching this on Sky Sport, all I got was a notification saying there's a problem and that it will be back up soon. I swear I wanted to throw a bloody, if I had a plucky, it would be deep into the bloody TV. That annoyed the living life out of me. But it is what it is. Just as soon as everything comes back, a couple minutes later, David was found with his hand in the cookie jar. I was about to sing, who had his hand in the cookie jar? But yeah, the Pumas played. They played slick. Their passing was who was it? I forget who it was. I think it was the second last try of the game from the Pumas, where they just that little dummy line, dummy run. He actually who was it? Was it Svart? Sheepers. Yeah, it's just like you think he's gonna follow down the line, plays that ball on the inside, and the shows just the gaps. I swear it was like a bloody cornfield separation between these players that they were just left open. Beautiful start for rugby. Honestly, I cannot wait for the Stormers to get some game time. Same thing with the Sharks. Anybody that has watched this channel knows that I am a big fan of the Sharks, and cannot wait to see them come through again. But guys, all you South Africans, Currie Cup is back. I want to try and follow the Currie Cup as much as possible, as physically possible. Obviously, it's not exactly the easiest considering where I live, but I want to hear from you guys. Who are you supporting? What do you think are the chances that your team is going to win? Right? Because I'm a Durban supporter. I'm a Sharks fan. Me, I'm putting my money on the Sharks. But I also grew up in Cape Town. So the Stormers are also part of my blood as well. I don't know. It's a difficult one. But let me know what your thoughts are. Please like, subscribe. I'm so happy the Currie Cup is back. This is actually the first Currie Cup since I've created my channel. So I'm super, super happy to to be doing this tournament, and I cannot wait to do for future years. So please drop a like, subscribe as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.